Hello, this is Dr. Grande. Today's question is, can I analyze the case of Marina Joyce? Just a reminder, I'm not diagnosing anybody in this video, only speculating about what could be happening in a situation like this. If you enjoy this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and consider supporting me on Patreon. I'll put the link to Patreon in the description for this video. First, I'll look at the background of this case, move to the timeline of the controversy, then offer my analysis. Marina Rose Iris Alice Louise Joyce was born on February 1, 1997, and lives in Enfield, England. This is in North London. In 2012, she started a YouTube channel. Marina uploaded a few different types of videos, for example, general commentary, makeup tutorials, and reviews of various outfits. At the time making this video, Marina has over 2 million subscribers, and her channel has been viewed about 115 million times. The channel typically gets about 75,000 views a month. Here are a few examples of her video titles that summarize her channel pretty well. My Hair Routine, Eye Makeup Tutorial, How to Tell If a Girl Likes You, Things Every Girl Should Know, How to Be a Cat, Responding to Hate Comments, How to Be Pretty, Am I Pretty Enough, and I Saved a Homeless Cat. Now moving to the timeline of the controversy. In 2016, Marina started exhibiting behavior in her videos which represented a departure from what was typical. For example, her mannerisms were more random and disorganized, her speech was rapid and rambling, she was not making much sense, and she was repeating herself. In a makeup tutorial video released on July 8, 2016, there appeared to be some type of firearm in the background. This only amplified the concerns from viewers. On July 15, Marina released a video titled Question and Answer. She offered a rambling and bizarre argument against the idea that she had changed. She was adamant that she had not changed and maintained that the concerns were caused by one of her thumbnails, which featured an image of male genitalia. Not surprisingly, this did not alleviate the concerns from her viewers. On July 22, 2016, Marina released a video titled Date Outfit Ideas. In this video, she was standing outside of a house showing off an outfit. Viewers noticed a few elements in that video which caused concern. 13 seconds into the video, it sounded like Marina could have whispered the words, "Help me." 2 seconds later, a finger is visible in the shot. It was like someone was giving her orders. Later in the video, bruises could be seen on her arm. Many theories were developed about what could be happening with Marina. Some people were confident that in her videos, she looked fearful and nervous. Marina was gazing past the camera. There was this idea that she was being forced to say certain things, or perhaps being restricted from saying certain things. Maybe Marina had been drugged, kidnapped, was a hostage, or was otherwise in danger. The concerns of the viewers spread quickly across social media, and within a few days, the story gained an incredible amount of traction. The popularity of Marina's channel skyrocketed. She was getting more views and subscribers than ever. People were trying to collect all the information they could from her videos, like they were looking for clues to solve a mystery. In a curious move, Marina did not initially respond to the rumors. She did, however, attempt to arrange a meeting with fans. The date and time she supplied for the meeting were not correct for the event. Some of her viewers believed that this was a trap set by evil conspirators, like the conspirators were holding Marina hostage and had taken over her social media accounts. They were trying to lure additional victims. People were afraid to show up at the meeting because they could be taken hostage as well. In an effort to avoid the same fate as Marina, there were many social media posts encouraging people to avoid the meeting. As concerns for Marina's safety grew, the police in Enfield received several calls asking them to investigate. On July 27, 2016, the police paid Marina a visit. They posted on Twitter later saying that Marina was safe and well. This did not satisfy everyone, and many viewers continued to be in a state of panic. Marina finally spoke up about all the drama. She insisted that she was fine. She was not being held hostage or in any type of danger. she offered an explanation about some of the elements that caused suspicion. For example, the gun in the background of that makeup tutorial was actually an air gun. Marina insisted that she was not on drugs. The finger that was directing her in the video belonged to her mother. Her mother said the words, "stand like me," when she was directing Marina. People misinterpreted those words as "help me." The bruise that Marina had on her arm was caused by falling down. Many people who had been concerned about Marina appeared to accept her explanation. They believed that she never had been in danger. Their concerns may have been alleviated, but their fear was replaced by anger. Energy became refocused against Marina. Many people accused her of orchestrating a hoax to become more famous on social media. Marina continued to engage in bizarre behavior, which did not improve how people viewed her. She posted on social media saying that she was the goddess of love and asked her followers to call her Goddess Marina. She went on to say that she had discovered secrets about the afterlife. Marina was able to contact humans from the afterlife. She wanted her followers to create a temple and a shrine where she would be known as the god of the shrine. This would be a place where she could draw, meditate, and find extreme spiritual help and guidance. Marina had a desire to help people produce magic in order to do incredible things. This would guarantee them a spot in the afterlife. Marina specifically mentioned crystal healing, energy, and fixing spiritual danger. She said, quote, "My work as a god would be to enlighten and help other people, and to call myself one now would be for later in the afterlife. So when I pass away, I can spiritually contact all the people and appear to those with magic whom I chose to speak to," unquote. This statement makes it sound like she was running for office. I can imagine her saying something like, "If I'm elected president, I will lower enlightenment taxes and extend Social Security benefits into the afterlife." After Marina declared herself to be a deity, the attention she received on social media died down. Interest in the case was resurrected on March 30, 2017, when Marina posted a video titled "Saving Marina Joyce." In this bizarre and short video, she attempted to explain what happened in 2016. Marina finally admitted that she had been acting differently. She claimed that it was due to a bad mindset. She was depressed, reckless, made poor choices, and suffered badly. Her mood was improving because of all the viewers who had taken an interest in her situation. This explanation was hotly debated, but as always, attention faded over time. On July 31, 2019, Marina once again found herself in the spotlight because she could not be found. She was missing. The 22-year-old was found safe and well about 9 days later. Marina continued to release videos as usual and didn't comment on her temporary missing status. About 3.5 years later, on December 9, 2022, Marina released a video titled "Saving Marina Joyce, My Story." In this video, she rambled and was extremely repetitive. She appeared to address the 2016 controversy as well as how she went missing in 2019, although the lack of precision in her statements makes it impossible to know exactly what she was talking about. Marina indicated that she had gone to parties and was not feeling well. She experienced deep stuff like magical things. Her mental health was not good, and she was living in a fantasy world. She walked down a dark path, was depressed, and struggled. Marina then talked about how she had multiple sclerosis. This caused several symptoms, including impaired vision in her left eye and headaches. She believed that her brain was dying. After suffering in secret for years, Marina cured her MS using herbs and by finding religion. Specifically, she became fascinated with the Hare Krishna movement. This is a monotheistic version of Hinduism which emphasizes vegetarianism. Marina claimed that her multiple sclerosis was completely gone, and she did not take medication for it anymore. She also believed that cannabis was a cure for MS and other illnesses. When talking about her brush with death, Marina said, quote, "I was going through death, and I came out alive, and I'm so proud of myself," unquote. To explain the time that she went missing, Marina said that she had run away from home. Marina claimed that her life was good and she was happy. After releasing this video, Marina continued to operate her channel as usual. Now moving to my analysis. Here are my thoughts on a few areas that stood out to me in this case. Item number 1. Initially, the intense reaction on social media to Marina's behavioral change was due to her rambling and nonsensical statements. Eventually, however, the concern transformed into a conspiracy theory based on misinterpreting details from her videos. It morphed from a casual concern about a social media influencer to an epic nightmare of fear and anxiety. This is what happens to many people who have conspiratorial thoughts. They develop concerns based on certain stimuli, but then incorrectly evaluate information with a bias toward evil conspiracies. All their misinterpretations reinforce the idea that something is terribly wrong. One thing that is so remarkable about this particular case is how quickly the fear was spread through social media. Part of this might have been that people did not want to feel left out. They were worried about missing something. There is this temptation to join in with the crowd, to hold the same opinion as the majority. People don't want to be separated from the group. I think the lesson learned here is that people need to think for themselves and conduct a rational evaluation of evidence. It doesn't matter what the crowd is thinking about any particular situation. The cancel culture mentality has put a lot of pressure on people to think a certain way or risk being labeled as antisocial or insensitive. This mentality is nonsensical, destructive, and has no place in a world of rational decision-making. Item number 2, the strong reaction exhibited by viewers was not helpful to Marina, and it was not helpful to the viewers. Some of those who became invested in the story reported symptoms like insomnia, shaking, anxiety, panic, and erratic mood. They desperately wanted updates on the case. They worried about Marina with a lot of intensity, even though they had no personal connection to her. It's one thing to see a social media influencer who is in some type of trouble and respond with concern and empathy, but this was a completely disproportionate reaction. They overreacted to a phenomenal degree. People believed that only their actions could save Marina from a terrible fate. Interestingly, this concern about Marina quickly converted into concern about themselves. They believed that terrorists were setting a trap in order to kidnap them. Ultimately, this is what happens in every conspiracy theory. No matter where it begins, it eventually becomes about people worrying about something happening to them personally. There are no major conspiracy theories that routinely involve people worrying about others. These beliefs are fueled by paranoia, not compassion. Item number 3, what do I think happened with Marina Joyce? There's no way to know for sure, but I can mention a few different theories. It could have been the multiple sclerosis, as Marina indicated. It could have been related to substance use, maybe even prescription medications. This would explain why her condition improved, like she stopped using the substances and returned back to normal. Perhaps there was some type of mental health concern. After all, Marina specifically mentioned depression. Or maybe Marina's personality characteristics are consistent with someone who behaves in a bizarre fashion. There's not enough evidence to determine what happened with any level of certainty. Maybe it was a combination of factors. Regardless of what's going on, there is this sense that personality played some type of important role. Marina appears to have an extreme investment in fantasy. This is indicated by her intense interest in the New Age movement. She specifically mentioned crystals, cannabis in the context of healing, alternative medicine, and she made vague references to being some type of deity. Many of those who get lost in New Age nonsense also speak a lot of words without saying anything. This is one of the best descriptions of Marina's behavior across nearly all her videos. Marina also appears to be fascinated with the idea that she is a deity. She wanted to be referred to as Goddess Marina, and at one point identified as the creator of the seventh dimension and the sacred moon snowflake princess of love. Now moving to my final thoughts. No matter what's going on with Marina, it's clear that she has suffered quite a bit in her life. I don't believe that she perpetrated any type of hoax or has any ill intent. Rather, she's just trying to get by the best that she can. Being a social media influencer can expose a person's peculiar characteristics to the world. At times, this can be endearing. At other times, it can be disturbing. In addition, an influencer can attract all types of criticism, some of which can be unfair, unkind, and self-serving. Even for a profound, sacred moon snowflake princess of love, perfecting one's public persona can prove particularly perplexing. Those are my thoughts on the case of Marina Joyce. Please put any opinions and thoughts in the comment section. They always generate an interesting dialogue. As always, I hope you found my analysis of this topic to be informative. Thanks for watching.